Their Final Smashes will never return. But why? During the Super Smash Bros. Series, a lot of Final Smashes have disappeared for no reason. But I'm gonna go through why I think these Final Smash did not return. Conga Beat. In his Final Smash, DK brings out his drums and beats to the rhythm. This Final Smash stuck around till Smash 4, but in Ultimate it was replaced by Jungle Rush. I think it was changed because it really fit the character and his whole feel. He's not really a jumper, he's more of a fighter. Triforce Slash. Link traps the opponent in the Triforce and keeps slashing them until they're dead. But in Ultimate, they replace it with the ancient bow and arrow. It's pretty easy to explain. They want a new Final Smash for the newest game, being Breath of the Wild at the time. It also lets 2 of the young Link have it, so only 2 Links have it now instead of all 3. Chef Kirby. In this one, Kirby pulls all the fighters into a pot and cooks them. But in Smash 4, it was replaced with the Ultra Sword. This is pretty easy to explain because Cursor Driven was the most recent Kirby game at the time, and a big sword was much better than cooking everyone in a pot. Fox, Wolves, and Falco's Landmaster. One of these 3 characters call for a Landmaster and I jump into it controlling it. The Landmaster stuck around for a while till Ultimate, where it was replaced with Team Star Fox and Team Star Wolf. Now this starts a trend, and what we're going to see is what they remove a lot of Final Smashes that interrupt gameplay and replace them with quick cutscenes. Luigi's Negative Zone. In this one, Luigi starts to dance while a negative zone forms around him, where characters will take damage while in it. In Smash 4, it was replaced by the Poltergust. I think they replaced Negative Zone because it was very weird and not fit the character like the Poltergust does, which represents its series. Sheik and Zelda's Light Arrow. In this one, Zelda Sheik will shoot an arrow into the fighter. This was changed to the Triforce of Wisdom for Zelda, and the Sheikah Dance for Sheik in Ultimate. I think this happened because they wanted to separate Sheik and Zelda more, and these Final Smash fit better for the characters. Palutena's Army and 3 Sacred Treasures. In Palutena's Army, Pit summons Palutena's Army to attack the fighters. And the 3 Sacred Treasures, Pit starts shooting a bunch of arrows against the fighters. But in Ultimate, it was changed to the Lightning Chariot. I think it was changed for Palutena's Army because it sucked, and the 3 Sacred Treasures because gameplay interruption. So they changed it to Lightning Chariot, which is much better. Galaxia Darkness. In this one, Meta Knight shrouds everything in darkness and slashes everyone to bits. It was replaced in Ultimate with the Dark Illusion. They did it because Galaxia was way too long, and this one is so much cooler and fits Meta Knight's character better. Mega Charizard X. In this one, Charizard transforms into Mega Charizard X and terrifies the competition. In Ultimate, it was changed back the triple finish. It went back to a team, so that's why it's no longer Mega Charizard X. Super Dragon. In this one, Yoshi transforms into a dragon, causing havoc. In Ultimate, it was replaced with a cutscene being Stampede. It was just like Pit and Fox, they didn't want to interrupt gameplay so much, so they made it into a cutscene. Waddle Dee Army. In this one, a bunch of Waddle Dees are called by King Dedede, and they rain from the sky. And Dedede Burst. In Dedede Burst, he sucks you up, hits you multiple times with his hammer, and throws a huge bomb at you. In Ultimate, it's replaced by Dedede Rush. I think Waddle Dee Army and Dedede Burst was replaced because they sucked and didn't show off the character like Dedede Rush does. Mega Lucario. During his Final Smash, Lucario Mega Evolves, becoming Mega Lucario, making it very strong and KO opponents very fast. It was replaced by the old Final Smash being Aura Storm in Ultimate. I think this was the case of interrupting gameplay, which was making an issue with a lot of the other ones on this list. But they did Mega Evolve him during Aura Storm, which makes me very happy. The Fusion Beam. In the Fusion Beam, Small Blast comes out of Rob's eye, and the person will have to go and attack everyone very closely in combat, which is actually pretty dangerous. And next up is Super Diffusion Beam. In Super Diffusion Beam, a bigger blast comes out of Rob's eye, making it much stronger, but it was still pretty terrible. But they are both replaced by the Gaia Robo Beam. I think it's happened because the first 2 just sucked and barely hit the opponent, compared to this one, which hits all opponents, most likely. Grenade Launcher. In this one, 6 joins your side of the screen, which is really cool, and you can shoot fires together. In Ultimate, it was replaced by Covering Fire. I think it was replaced because it was way too violent for the game, and I think the developers took it out because it was too violent. Lastly, subscribe. It makes you hit the subscribe button, so make sure you hit it in 3, 2, 1, thank you for subscribing. Now, that was all the Final Smashes that were removed and will never return. Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments below. Have a good day and drink a lot of water.